It's Tuesday, and the energy is lightning. Now, this isn't a regular tarot deck, and so this card, lightning, has a correlation to the Tower card. Although in the Tower, the lightning strike is actually hitting a tower. In this particular card, the individual has been struck and is trying to protect themselves. So this would be a day where I would say be very careful. You may be under attack. Now maybe you're just on fire, figuratively. But for some of you, something shocking is occurring. Maybe sharp words are coming at you. You feel like you're being attacked, as if you have to protect yourself. For some of you, it may be something physical. Maybe you have sunburn, or maybe you have inflammation, or a fever, or hot flashes. Maybe you burn yourself when you're cooking. So do be careful today about your physical self. But for many of you, this is about, people aggressively challenging you in some way, and perhaps experiencing some form of shock or trauma or disruption. This is something that comes out of the blue, something that comes out of nowhere. And part of what happens may actually shatter some belief system that you've held, or something that you relied on to provide security and stability. That rug may be pulled from up under you. Maybe you need to protect yourself from yourself. You could have some explosive or uncontrollable outbursts that have repercussions for you. There's some kind of major transformation taking place that may come through a revelation, a revolution, or an unavoidable change. So, and these are likely to be quick and rapid changings that, because you're not necessarily prepared, that you find disturbing or very disruptive. So some of you, this is about trying to make that adjustment to a new life transition. Maybe this is a new job, maybe you're changing your residence, maybe you are getting separated or divorced. Hopefully you're not in an accident. Maybe you're having issues with property or dealing with financial situations. Or again, maybe there's some kind of attack on you personally. But regardless of that, this is a really good day to look at what is burning to the ground so that you can rebuild it. Some aspect of your life or behavior that has actually, even though you may not openly admit it, has been preventing you from being your best, from making the most of yourself or your life or your circumstances. So if you have the ability to let go of things that you still want, that you're still trying to hold on to, but you no longer need, then you can get past the challenge. Now, if this is something physical, it's a direct result of you neglecting better advice, the doctor's advice, or not taking your medication, or waiting too long to seek medical attention. If this is about some disruption in your relationship, perhaps you've been inflexible. There's been a building tension where now one of you is blowing up, maybe blurting certain things out, or you're finding some shocking revelations. But, this is asking that you bend a little bit, that you be more flexible in your dealings with others. And today is a day where either professionally or financially, you're going to be forced to do more on your own, but that's also going to provide you more opportunity to be successful, because you're probably not going to fail you. So today is a day where you can deal with any self-doubt, and You may be very forceful. You may be issuing some statements. Maybe you're putting that fire out there and then trying to protect yourself. You're saying something that surprises other people. Or maybe you receive some information that's a little bit disturbing. Even so, you appreciate knowing the facts. You appreciate being able to come to terms with reality, because when you can, it means that now you can change your course. You can make decisions that are best for you, for your personal security, for your continuity in situations. So today you're having to reorganize some aspect of your life. Now again, maybe you're going to hear something that you don't like, or you're still trying to clutch on to something that's not good for you and selling yourself the idea that you do need it and this is why, even though that argument may not be valid. Or perhaps you're only telling people part of the information, just what you feel they need to know, nothing more. And then you create an unavoidable misunderstanding because you were either vague or coy or not completely open. This is a day where you may still see yourself as a victim. You know, yesterday's card was all about a victim mentality, and you may see yourself as a victim. You may feel that life is happening to you. Things are coming at you. And that's an excuse that allows you to get off the hook without being accountable to yourself, without taking responsibility for a situation that you very likely put yourself in the first place. Not that you were seeking harm, but you weren't making good conscious decisions and ended up in the line of fire. So today is a day where if you refuse to accept what you can't change, you're going to be working against yourself. So it's a day where change is in order. Positively, maybe the trauma is over, you're starting anew, you're breaking free from the bondage of some kind of situation that restricted your freedom. You're dealing with some kind of injustice. But for others of you, you're coming to some kind of awakening that may not necessarily be pleasant, but it will spur you into action for yourself.